Welcome to Guzzler.
Hello, welcome to Guzzler Podcast.
Yeah, great opening.
Yeah, great idea. That's really good. I planned that one out. Today, we're talking about movies, summer movies, superheroes, and Marvel, DC. So what's been, what's coming up, really. I'm going to break it into three bits. Basically, summer movies, Marvel, now, next phase Marvel, and then sort of some movie news, what's coming up.
Guzzler Podcast.
What's your favourite film you've seen this year?
This year?
This year. New film. Don't be like,
I've seen two films.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I've seen two films.
You see? Wow, alright, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. So there was a pandemic, and
Basically. Okay.
the cinema was sort of shut, and yeah. Did you hear?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No, I didn't actually.
What
How many
sort
new
of
films have you seen this year? Was Zack Snyder's Justice League this year?
Yeah.
That feels like it's 20 years
I've
ago.
seen 43 new films
I've seen
this year.
3 films
Have you
this
I've seen
year
43 new films this year.
that came out this year.
Just came out this year.
Where would I have seen them? Where would I have seen them?
Yeah, I've seen 43.
Right, go on. Where would I have seen them?
No, probably Raya the Last Dragon.
Okay, yeah, good shout. That's good.
I
Because
think,
I
I think the
can't-
Suicide Squad.
I can't.
I
think of
agree with
anything
you. I've seen 43, and I think the Suicide Squad is the best.
else. I
film
didn't
It
like
was brilliant.
it.
It was really, really
Really
good.
good.
Yeah, you're an
Big fan
idiot.
of it.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I think the
Class
characters
Action
were
is
good, but
really
I
good.
just didn't like the plot at all.
I thought it was excellent.
The portrayals were really good, but I just didn't like the film.
Oh, great. I've only seen that and Black Widow, so
Black Widow was also.
I also really liked Black Widow.
Yeah.
I think people are a bit harsh on it. And Zack Snyder's Justice League, which was awful.
Oh, that was dog shit.
Absolutely terrible.
That was awful.
Why?
Just it was shit.
Ridiculously long,
Yeah.
plots, but
Well,
characterizations
if you
bad.
smelt a turd and went, "Oh, that smells like shit," I wouldn't say why.
Oh, no, fair
Aspect
enough.
ratio
I
is
haven't
terrible.
seen it. I haven't seen it. So.
99% of the film's slow motion.
I don't watch many DC films, so I don't like them.
No,
I like DC. I'm a big
Oh
fan
no, I
of
like DC. I saw Wonder Woman. I really like Wonder Woman. But I started watching Aquaman, and it was possibly the worst trash I've ever seen. So I turned Aquaman off. Batman vs Superman. I started watching that. That was trash. Man of Steel was good.
Batman vs Superman's terrible.
Yeah, Man of
I
Steel.
quite like Man of Steel.
I really like Man of Steel.
But Man of Steel was alright.
But the new Wonder Woman's apparently trash as well. So I haven't seen that.
1984.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I really like Zack Snyder as a guy.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of him. He seems like a really nice
I don't
guy.
like his aspect ratio.
but
Yeah, his films are bad.
He's
Ted Bundy was
pretentious.
like a bit of a laugh.
He wasn't, though, was he? He was charming. Not a bit of a
Bit of a laugh. So the biggest movies then coming out this summer or have come out. Black Widow. All seen Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Good, really good. Big fan of Black
Underrated.
Widow.
People are a bit harsh on it, I
The
think.
the start of Black Widow, and I wasn't keen on the idea of Black Widow. I didn't really see the point.
No.
It didn't bother me.
I was not. Maybe that's why we liked it so much.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I had no hype.
But the
whatsoever.
start up of
Yeah.
Black Widow, you got the first bit where they're kids at the start, and the opening credits with a girl called Mayala
Which
Jay
sounds
or
like
something
Teen
like that.
Spirit.
Yeah, she covered that on YouTube. She just made a cover, and then Mum found it. Was like, "We'll pay you to actually record that and do it." That is one of the best opening scenes to a Marvel thing ever. Like that over the top of like training up young
Weird song
girls
for it,
to
though,
be
wasn't
like assassins. Yeah, that worked. I thought it was so good, so good. I thought that was really good. Taskmaster wasn't really keen on that.
I think the twist of, I'm not going to say what happened.
I mean, if we say there's spoilers
twist.
going to be in this episode.
All right. So Taskmaster being his daughter,
daughter.
was very, very
Yeah.
obvious. Very obvious.
Yeah, it was.
I
guessed
just feel
it
that like
incredibly early on.
it was just sort of they could have made a new character instead of making her.
Yeah.
I thought Taskmaster would either be his daughter or the mum.
Oh, what, her mum?
Yeah, her fake mum. Until
right, yeah,
until
I
she
know.
came
Oh,
back.
yeah.
What?
That's what I
played by
thought.
Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Until they
thought.
went to the farm
Yeah, yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and then I was like, okay, it's
Yeah.
not. But
I thought it was
that
Rachel
also
Weisz.
would have been quite
Yeah.
an obvious one, I thought.
Yeah.
I feel like
But,
it
like,
was.
I think the character was fine, though. I just think there's
Yeah.
no need for it to be Taskmaster.
No, because Taskmaster's a witty man.
At all.
No, he didn't
It
say
just
any
wasn't
words.
the character.
No, it
And
wasn't.
I very much like Yelena, to be fair. I think she's
Oh, Yelena's
got a
good.
very,
And, like,
very good future.
Taskmaster's power, wasted, just pointless, just served no
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
They didn't even show it off.
Because
really.
he can copy whatever the other person can do, can't he, in the comics?
Yeah, and he's been watching all the Avengers, so he has all their powers
Yeah.
and stuff. And like, there's a bit where he does like some Wakanda claw things.
Yeah.
Mm.
There wasn't really much else that he did
Yeah.
that was. She did.
She-
Yeah, it just seemed a bit pointless to me.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Mm.
Space Jam.
Yeah, apparently it's terrible.
Yeah, I haven't
Not-
seen
not
Space Jam.
interested.
But no, I really
I'm
want to see
surprised you
it.
didn't see it.
I really want to see it. I actually really did. And then I heard it was just so bad that it would be a waste of time to see it.
I've heard from some audience that it's actually quite fun, quite enjoyable.
I've heard the audience really like it,
but people hate it because it's like a product placement, very disingenuous. Like it's basically just an advert for other things.
And a lot of
it's
people
made
say,
for kids.
Yeah, it's also like 2 hours long.
I like long films though.
Yeah, but not Space Jam.
I hate hour-and-a-half films.
Yeah, but I reckon Space Jam could be alright for hour and a half.
I don't want hour-and-a-half films.
I feel like I hate
them.
That's a half hour too long. I ain't seen it, but I'm guessing it's a half hour too long.
This podcast is about an hour too long.
I'd argue Space Jam's 2 hours too long.
Cruella?
Oh yeah, that looks shit.
I saw Cruella, really, really good.
Yeah, I don't believe you at all. It looks absolutely
waiting
terrible.
for it to drop on Disney+.
I was a big fan.
Do you want spoilers?
She kills some dogs, I don't care.
No,
that's the problem.
Oh.
Do you not think that like them trying to humanise these villains is just pointless?
well,
Like,
no. See, because Corella's backstory, I really like, but then she started going real psycho, and it felt like you was watching. I don't want to do this, but I was comparing it to Joker. Comparatively, like you could see her breaking down, and I was like, "This is cool." I'm actually watching her go to the Cruella that you see in the Disney films, and then at the end, she didn't. She was like the hero, and I was like, "Well, where's Cruella de Vil then?" Because at this point, she's rescued these Dalmatians, and they're her pets, and she loves them very much. And I'm like, "So why does she want to?"
So it turned into a lot of typical Disney ending.
It just seems really
that annoyed
stupid.
me. That did annoy me.
Why are they making a Cruella film?
But
There's no need for a Cruella film.
And literally before the last 5 minutes, I was really happy with it. Because it was totally unique, and it wasn't anything like what I had imagined. It was really very, very good. It was actually a bit like Devil Wears Prada. It was really, really, really good. And...
do you realise what you just said?
Yeah.
Completely unique, nothing else like it.
It was just
like
Devil
Devil's Wears Prada.
But it was really unique, and you could see her like literally breaking down into this psychotic villain, but then she didn't appear as a psychotic villain. However, I was going to bring up the news later on, they've announced that they're going to do a Cruella 2. Hopefully then she'll become...
making money-grabbing films. Making good original films again.
It was a good original film until...
I agree with that.
I also agree with you.
The whole thing's money.
I also agree with you, but it was
I don't care about backstories.
Cruella sells.
They didn't need to make Black Widow, but they made her anyway. I'm happy they did. I enjoyed the film, but I didn't need it.
But no,
Joker's the same though.
No, I agree. I think that everyone should just, not just Disney, but everyone should stop remaking and
like
all
Phillips,
that.
Who made the Joker film, has said he didn't really want to make a Joker film. He had a film he wanted to make, but he knew that the studio would
do it if it was Joker.
only make it if it was Joker. And you can tell because the film, regardless of what you think of the film, that is not the Joker.
No, it's not.
No.
But like, I don't want Disney to keep redoing Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast and all that stuff because it's just stupid. But they're all copy, apart from Dumbo, which I don't know. That was just a mess. I don't know what that was.
I still haven't seen it.
Don't. But Cruella was an original film. It was a totally original idea. But again, they wouldn't have to put
You
the
just said
idea.
it was like Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, but it's like similar. It's in fashion, is what I mean. It wasn't. Yeah. And the woman was actually like Meryl Streep. Actually, the other woman. Nonetheless, anyway. But I feel that Cruella was sort of like what they do with Joker. It was just a film they thought would be a good idea.
They just,
And
I
then
don't
for-
know, it seems really stupid to me.
But like, if you watch a film, that wouldn't have to be Cruella. That just isn't killing dogs. It wouldn't have to be Cruella.
Like a Dalmatian pushes a mum off the cliff or something, or someone off the
Yeah,
cliff.
yeah.
That's forced. You wouldn't put that in a film.
It's another film.
Unless you were trying to tie it in some way to Dalmatians.
No, but that's sort of what I feel like they're doing with the Waynes in Joker. Do you know
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like, it feels like some sort of weird force.
That's why I think that film could have been like the same film.
Yeah, without
that, and it would have been.
But again,
perfectly fine.
It's another film about the validation of villainisation of something. Can we not do it anymore? We know that villainisation comes from severe mental illness. Don't make it a societal problem. Like Joker, it was just because some people didn't fucking like him.
Yeah.
I don't care. He was mentally ill.
To be fair,
you need to portray that.
In Corella's one, she was very mentally ill. She's very, very mentally ill. Like, you can see her breaking down, not because people aren't very nice to her. Like, she has a lot of trauma in her childhood, and like things like she has a lot of trauma which makes her like that. But then making Cruella. But the idea is, if they didn't have Cruella on that film would have made no money. It would have been pointless because no one would have went to see it.
The funniest thing with Cruella is that like everyone's fine with making a Joker film. They're like, he's a villain. They can make a Joker film about his origins. That's fine because he kills people and he's mental. Cruella, all the YouTube comments were like, she kills dogs. Let's not try and humanise her because she kills dogs. How do we have this line in society where we're like, if you kill dogs, you're completely irredeemable. But if you murder people, you might have been alright.
Because dogs are vitally innocent, aren't they?
So are literal children.
Yeah, but
or
Joker
just
didn't kill
innocent
children in the
people.
film.
No, but like in Ted Bundy film, that's fine. People are like, oh, he's charming, and Zac Efron, oh. But then if you had a film about just a man who just murdered animals,
Dogs.
yeah, it'd be like people like that's disgusting. Don't make that film.
It just seems weird to me.
I
would argue that,
I agree.
and don't get me wrong, I'm arguing that they're both equally disgusting, not they're both fine.
Yeah. The Suicide Squad. We've all seen Suicide Squad. I think it was absolutely fantastic. I think James Gunn made I think he made a masterpiece of a superhero film.
Yeah, it was excellent. Really good comic book film.
I'm on the fence.
Really, really enjoyable, funny. I loved it.
What are you on the fence about?
I think the characters were portrayed very, very well. It was the right characters. There was something about it I didn't like, and I can't put my finger on it. I think if it was any other director but James Gunn, it would have been awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful. I think it was only because it's a James Gunn film, and James Gunn is very good at doing James Gunn films, that it works.
Just the whole extra everything. I think that it's just, and the villains are starfish. I mean, like, it's just mad, and I think that it works so well. And every single character in that film, apart from the one that's at the start, has their time to shine in the film, and has their backstory, which you can like come to like and stuff like that. And also in the episode of The Flash, King Shark's in it, isn't he?
Yeah, but he looks very different.
It's mental. And in this one, like, I just love it. I absolutely love it.
I think the pacing was a little bit off. It felt it did drag in places, but it's a very minor criticism. Very minor criticism.
I think it felt like a comic book.
But
in the screen.
That's often James Gunn. He changes timings about.
I think
pacing.
It was like a comic book on screen.
I feel it was like a comic book on screen. When he does the transitions, it felt like it was a new issue.
Yeah,
like it was a 6-part comic book story or something.
Yeah,
I thought it was brilliant.
Big fan of it.
Absolutely brilliant.
Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage.
It's going to be awful.
It really annoys me that Woody Harrelson has given himself to such trash, because I love Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Because he looks like he's just having fun. He looks like he's just enjoying himself.
But I want to watch it because he's got Woody Harrelson. I don't want to watch it because...
He looks like he's having a good time, he's enjoying himself. I reckon he'll be quite fun in the film. But the film looks awful.
Oh yeah.
And I don't understand why people like the dialogue so much.
No, I don't.
It really annoys me.
The one line from the first Venom film, what's it say?
The thing turd blown in the wind, that one. And then in the new trailer there's a bit where he's like, oh shit, it's a red one. You know that line? I thought it was cringe. Yeah. Everyone in the comments loved it. Everyone thought it was an amazing line. How?
I agree. Jungle Cruise. You seen Jungle Cruise?
I've heard it's fine.
I liked it.
It looks fine. Of course you did.
I didn't think it was amazing. I just liked it. It was good entertainment. It was a good watch.
It looks fine.
It was a good watch. Jack Whitehall, I didn't think was moving in it very much, and he was in it a lot, which I really, really liked. He was a really good character. I thought it was good.
I saw the trailer and I thought that looks alright.
I saw the trailer and thought it looked alright, and I thought it's going to be like in Jumanji, this is. But then I watched the film and I was like, actually, that's quite good. The pace was quite, it felt quite long.
I will not be going out of my way to watch
That's
it.
what I mean.
If it comes on Disney Plus for free,
it will, and I recommend it.
And I'll probably put it on if I'm bored one night and probably drunk.
No, it was a good time. It was a good time.
I wouldn't pay it. Yeah.
It was a. I'm gonna buy a DVD.
Same as Cruella. I wouldn't pay to watch it.
I'm not gonna watch Cruella.
Time.
I'll tell you now.
Free Guy.
Now you've worried me with your review.
It's because I had really strong expectations. I thought it was really good. And I watched it, and it felt about 3 hours too long.
How long's fun?
About 2 hours. I don't know how long the film is, to be fair, but felt like the first hour felt incredibly long. Last hour was really good. Last 20 minutes was really funny. It was take the mick out of Disney. It was really funny. But it was just, I don't know. Maybe it's because I was expecting so much. I didn't get so much from it. It was just alright. And my dad absolutely loves Ryan Reynolds. My dad watches Ryan Reynolds films at least twice a week, 3 times a week. He absolutely watches it all the time.
It looks like another Ready Player One.
And it feels like it wants to be Ready Player One, but it's not.
Right.
And my dad watched it, and he straight away was like, "I've wasted hours of my life." He said, "That was just the worst thing I've ever seen ever."
Really?
Yeah, my dad absolutely. My dad loves Ryan Reynolds, just watches any film, and will not possibly Hitman's Bodyguard.
He just absolutely just loves it.
and like Underground, Six Underground. Action
yeah,
film,
yeah.
which is terrible. I think it's quite a good action film
I
comparatively.
haven't seen it.
It's just action, though.
It's
that's
just
what
action. It's
pisses me
just
off.
action. He just absolutely loves Ryan Reynolds, no matter what he's in. My dad will watch The Proposal because it's got Ryan Reynolds in it and enjoy it. But he said
It's a funny
Free
film,
Guy was the worst film he's ever seen.
Really?
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited for it.
It was just...
I mean,
it was
from all
fine.
the trailer footage, I can't see how bad it can be as compared
Because
to that.
everything is in the trailer that you possibly want to watch. Everything else, it's not in the trailer, isn't worth watching.
It's like any Star Wars film.
Yeah,
innit?
basically it is.
They
Yeah.
just put all the fighting in the
It's-
trailer and then...
It wasn't bad. I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was fine. It was good. I enjoyed it, but I probably wouldn't watch it ever again.
Fair enough.
I think it's fine.
Fair enough. What's next?
It's in like top action comedies or
I know,
whatever,
yeah,
with like
yeah.
nice guys.
Yeah, but no, hang on, wait. It's on the Rotten Tomatoes top action films of all time list. Do you know what number 15 is? Up.
Yeah, but Up's a good film.
Yeah, they're an action film, is it?
What was number one?
I can't.
Cruella.
Remember. I think it was like Jaws or something like that.
There was
Which
nice
film?
guys on there.
I don't know.
I love that
I don't
film.
know. Yeah, Nice
It's
Guys.
one of my
really
favourite
fun.
films.
Right, so on to Marvel. So Marvel, Phase 4. So this year we've got Shang-Chi, Eternals,
Shang-Chi
and No
looks
Way
sick.
Home. What's your
Shang-Chi
opinion
looks
on those three?
very,
films?
very, very good.
Yeah, Shang-Chi does it really good. And I'm really happy that Wong's in it, and also that Abomination is in it. I was saying Abomination, maybe it didn't sound quite right. I'm really happy he's in it because that was from the Hulk film that sort of gets forgotten about and not mentioned. And I like the
He's meant
fact
to be in She-Hulk as
that
well.
they've brought that in. I'm really, really happy with that. They've brought him into it.
Shang-Chi just look very, very good.
Yeah, it looks really good, and I'm happy. It's a solo film that I'm actually excited for.
It's not far away.
No, it's
No.
Like after Reading.
Next month.
It's like,
oh, it's when this thing comes out. The Friday this thing comes out.
yeah.
Really?
Exciting, isn't it?
And then we've got Eternals.
Eternals. I don't know what to make of Eternals yet.
I don't think
Very
we've
shown
seen.
much.
I don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen enough.
No, I don't think we've
I'm
seen it.
excited to see what it's all about.
I assume that's going to come after.
Because the Eternals are to do with Thanos and stuff, aren't they? Like, didn't two different
Left
Eternals
his cousin
birth?
and
I
shit.
don't know if they birthed Thanos. I got two Thanos.
But they're his cousin, aren't they?
I don't know. I thought two of the Eternals made Thanos.
Yeah.
I thought it's just some random alien, I think.
Maybe real right. Maybe real
In the Thanos comic by Jason Aaron, I'm pretty sure he's just some guy from a planet. His dad's like a scientist or something.
No, I
His
thought
mum's a
they were
scientist
Eternals.
or something. I don't know. I know nothing about the Eternals at all. That's why I'm quite keen.
Yeah. And then No Way Home.
Which we know nothing about.
No.
But everyone thinks they know everything about.
Everyone thinks they know everything about it.
And that is that.
There's a lot of talk about Willem Dafoe recently.
Yes.
A lot of talk about Willem Dafoe. Which would be insane.
Yes. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, the idea that they're meant to be in it would be amazing. However, because it's so psyched up now, I'm nervous that nothing's
Yeah, it's
going
going to be really
I think
disappointing.
it'd be funny if it wasn't.
But the thing is,
I don't actually care that much.
The-
I think people would be outraged. I don't care.
but the
No,
past.
I wouldn't care, but I would be upset to know that. I sort of want Kevin Feige to be sitting in a seat going, should have done that. Really should have done that.
I feel like the last two Spider-Man films have been really quite good. And I can't see them going wrong with it. Like, I trust them at this point.
Oh, I don't think they'll go wrong.
with this
Yeah,
specific
exactly, whatever it
Spider-Man.
is.
I don't think they'll go wrong with whatever it is, but I think that people have guessed things that.
But I think that stuff's going to pass over from the Sony thing. Because you know he left.
Yes.
Is it Amy Poo? Is that her name? Amy
Polar.
Poehler? Is that her
Yeah.
name? She was like, we've got big plans for him. We know what we're going to do already. And then Disney got him back. I feel like they just kept that sort of idea. That I think that's what they were always planning anyway.
Maybe so, yeah, maybe. And then next year we've got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness,
That's already been set up by like WandaVision
Yeah, so
and
Wanda's in
Loki.
isn't she?
Yeah.
Any ideas? Originally it was going to be a horror film, wasn't it?
It was.
It's not now, is it?
No.
The director left because they wouldn't let him go horror enough.
Okay.
Then this is weird. They announced it as a horror film. The director left because they wouldn't let it be horror film enough, and then they've hired Sam Raimi to do it, who's a horror film director, which is very bizarre. Obviously, he's more famous for doing the 3 Spider-Man films, but he is a horror film director. What's the film he did? Something of the Dead? I always get the first word mixed up. Something like that. He's a horror film director, famously. Yeah, Sam Raimi's doing it, which is pretty sick.
Yeah. For Love and Thunder, which is when Thor becomes a lady,
Jane Foster.
Jane Foster.
I mean, you mean like Jane Foster becomes Thor?
Yeah, sorry, not Thor becomes a lady. Yeah, Jane Foster becomes Thor because she picks up the hammer. Yeah. Why is it called Love and Thunder?
We don't know yet.
Right, just
They
They're in
haven't
love.
said anything about it. They've said that the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to be in it. But that's
I guess they're both in love and they're both the gods of thunder.
Oh, nice.
But I assume Thor. So in the comics, Thor becomes unworthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's
I
how they
assume
do
he
that.
becomes unworthy
Yeah.
in the films, maybe?
Yeah.
He loses an arm. It'd be quite cool if he lost an arm. But it's quite Winter Soldiery.
yeah, because
He
it
got his
doesn't
eye
have
back.
a golden arm.
Thor?
To replace it, he gets a golden arm like
I don't
Odin.
think so. He becomes Odin. Isn't he? He's Odin at the moment in the comics, isn't
I don't know.
He,
He's the All-Father.
he got his
So
eye
he
back,
died.
so. And then it's Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I'm not
Just
bothered.
annoys me that it's called Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I wish it was just called Wakanda Forever.
Was Letitia Wright?
Yeah.
Oh, she's taken over, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well,
We
don't know
don't
how
know.
she's involved. But I'm annoyed she's still in it at all, to be honest with you.
Mm.
Yeah.
She's bloody annoying, that girl. Remember we did the
Yeah.
anti-vax thing?
Yeah.
The conversation
Yeah.
about her. And then she's all Jesus-y. I hate Jesus.
Yeah, I wish it was
Jesus
just called
saved
Wakanda
my
Forever.
life.
King Nance.
Well, I don't know if he was.
Jesus?
Yeah.
Jesus and nonce?
All of them were back then, weren't they? All rapers and
No,
pillagers.
because actually, in the Bible, people say that
Yeah,
the
it's not
idea
real.
of gay is the thing that's not right in the Bible, but it's not. It's actually the idea of being a nonce in the Bible is actually the thing. That is the biggest sin in the Bible. Do not touch children. It doesn't say those words.
Got lost in translation then because Pope's
Yeah,
definitely
but
gone
the
the wrong way.
Pope's though, not the Pope. Our Pope's alright. He likes Marvel and stuff like that. But
Still the qualifier, isn't
yeah,
he?
yeah. But the
Yes,
a
to get
lot
down
of
with
the
kids.
higher cardinals and stuff like that, they do go, oh, you can't be gay. Oh, but paedophilia is alright. Because you did get lost in translation, you're right. The Bible does say that you can do only paedophilia, but gay is fine. It's all like Sodom and Gomorrah, that stuff. The Marvels,
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
I'm
I
not looking
don't,
forward
I
to
don't
that
care.
at all. Because I didn't like the first Captain Marvel, famously. I think that's trash.
Brie Larson's chair was Captain Marvel. I'm not that big a fan of
Camilla
Rambo.
Khan.
Like, she's fine,
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess. Like, she was alright. I didn't dislike her, but she was fine. And then there's a lot of rumours that Miss Marvel
Camilla
is
Khan.
apparently the actress is bad. You had seen these rumours?
No.
Apparently Marvel cast her. This is heavy. This is probably a lie. I will say that. There's a lot of rumours that they're not happy with her performance.
Really?
I think but they already cast her apparently. They're trying to push through. That's heavy rumours. So it's probably not true.
Great. And then the following year is Ant-Man Quantumania.
Looking forward to
Kang
that.
is in that, isn't he?
I've enjoyed both Ant-Man
Jonathan
films.
Majors.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed both of them.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Ant-Man and the Wasp was
And,
really
and
good.
Jonathan Majors plays an amazing Kang.
Yeah, he is amazing.
He was
I'm
so
hoping
good.
we see him before then, because he was confirmed to be in Ant-Man first before anything else.
Yeah.
But hopefully we're not going to wait that long to see him.
He probably
again.
would appear
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah. Because
Especially now
that's
the
a long
multiverse
while.
is
That's
branching
2023.
I would argue he's the only good thing about Loki.
I would also go, but we're going to talk about that in a second. We've got Guardians Volume 3. The biggest news about Guardians recently was because the third film was called Volume 3. Yeah, I could have guessed that
Yeah, I
from
know. That was
Volume 1 and
ridiculous,
2.
wasn't it?
But we don't really know what's going to happen about that yet, apart from the fact that the What If director had said that she wanted an idea for What If, and they said you can't do that because it's
That's
going to be
Guardians 3. Like
Just
half the plot of
sounds-
Guardians
yeah.
3. That's weird though.
That is
Like,
weird.
what could that?
What could that possibly be?
And also the holiday special
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's coming
massively
before.
ties in to Guardians 3.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
you need to watch that.
Before, yeah.
And then Fantastic Four has an unknown date, but should be out in 2023.
It's directed by the guy who does the Spider-Man films.
Yes. Not cast or anything yet. It would be quite interesting. Also, Blade might also be out that year as well.
Of course, it's
And
cast.
that's got-
What's his name?
John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
done.
Emily Blunt.
Originally, they wanted
It's
to
a
use John
fact.
Krasinski and Emily Blunt.
100%.
You think so?
No.
That would be cool.
I think he'd be a good Mr.
Yeah, I do,
Fantastic
yeah.
though. I do
Yeah.
think he would.
I think Emily Blunt would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they both.
And it would make sense with Kang now coming in because he's like Nathaniel Richards, isn't he?
Well, he John Krasinski, he auditioned for Captain America, and he said that he was walking around Marvel and Chris Hemsworth and stuff like that as like 4, and he was looking around and he was like, these people are like he was like, I'm Jim in the office, I'm like feeling like these people are like muscly, and then he said that like that the time before Chris Hemsworth was like what he is now, he just took off his suit and he was just a bloke, and he was fair enough, right, it's in the suit, right. Yeah, then Blade with Mahershala Ali's
Oh,
got
yeah.
Blade, isn't he?
I'm looking for. He's a great
Yeah,
actor.
he's
I'm
great
looking forward
actor,
to
you're
that.
right.
Don't really have much about it though.
No, I haven't.
No,
It's,
I don't think.
And it's
it'll
not
be
going to be
right.
R-rated as well.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the
Mm.
point?
Which is a bit... See, listen, I know you're a Disney bumper, but like, they do annoy me with the whole R-rated
Oh no, I agree with you. They should be
They
R-rated.
do piss me
They
off
should be
a
R-rated.
lot.
Yeah.
And they're very reluctant about Deadpool 3 as well.
Yeah.
But they've said the only film that's going to be R-rated is Deadpool 3.
But apparently they won't let Ryan Reynolds do what he wants to do. And that Bambi thing, that's
that's
annoying
really
me.
annoying. That's really annoying. Yeah.
I
They
posted it in the group chat. Did I post it in the group chat? Or just send it to you.
Maybe, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds pitched. You know, he did the Korg and him thing. Watching the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Before that, he pitched him interviewing the hunter that killed Bambi. Just because he's just joined Disney and he thought it'd be a funny announcement thing. And Disney were like, "No, you can't do that. That's too far." That really pisses me off. That annoys me.
It's just because they've got like this. I
Yeah,
agree,
you can't-
I agree with you.
You can't buy.
You can't go at me. I agree with you. I agree with
Disney can't buy
Sorry.
everything. The whole they can't have a monopoly of
And
the
then not
entertainment
let
industry
nothing.
and then be like, "But we're a family company."
Yeah.
You can't own everything and then be like, "We only do family
you.
stuff." Because then the only thing that exists
At the start of the Free
is
Guy
family
trailer.
stuff.
Yeah, at the start of the Free Guy trailer, it says from the studio they brought you Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and Lion King. And it says twice. And apparently, like that took a lot of phone calls for them to go, yeah, what you can do that. He's like, they don't like taking the mick out of themselves. But at the end of Free Guy, he does it quite a bit, to be honest.
Sounds very authoritarian.
So the TV series we're seeing, because obviously we've done our WandaVision series, we started Falcon Winter Soldier, no one watched it, so we cancelled it. What do you think overall to the end of Falcon Winter Soldier?
The last episode's amazing.
I don't mean to mean it, like overall.
Yeah, I agree.
After that-
I'm still about his suit.
Nah, his suit's
but
amazing. I love
I
his
don't
suit
like
so
his suit.
much.
It doesn't fit him.
I mean, it does.
It
Baggy, is it?
No, it looked to me. It looked baggy. The shoulder pads
Oh,
are
that's
too
right,
big,
then.
and yeah, I don't like it.
I absolutely love
But other than that, I've got no complaints. I thought it was a really, really good series.
I think it's
Really
amazing.
enjoyed it.
I think it's totally
it.
amazing.
I rewatched it recently. It's really good. The Carly, what's her name? Carly.
Don't like her.
Morgenthau or whatever her name is.
Her. What does she want?
I don't know which one. Also, the first time she opened her mouth and she was like London, I was like, oh.
I don't think she's a great actress.
No.
Her. What's the word I'm looking for?
Delivery.
No.
Hair.
Her goals. Her.
Oh right.
Aims,
Incentive.
yeah,
Her.
yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Her.
what she wants.
You know, in films they have a thing called a motive.
Motive?
Motif.
Very clouded. Don't really make sense.
No,
What
'cause
does she want? It
wants-
wasn't very clear.
What does she
Well, I
want?
think it
Like
was.
World Without Borders.
Yeah, I think it was insinuated. It was
She's-
the same as what
it
the
felt
Flag
like a
Smashers
lot
were.
of-
She's a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It felt like a
basically.
lot of like catchphrases and a lot of things that sounded good, but they never actually said
What they
what
want.
she'd want, which I think
yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of the
Mm.
point, and kind of what Sam was saying
like
to her.
Tory.
Yeah.
Where I
because
think Sam was kind
it
of
doesn't
saying,
sound realistic. What you're
yeah,
aiming
like
for,
what do you
because-
actually want?
Yeah.
But I feel like they could have done it better.
She's
It's like that
definitely
episode of Doctor Who, where the 12th Doctor does a speech,
Yeah.
and he's like, "You say all these things, but what do you actually want?
Greta.
Like, what's your goal?" Yeah, a bit like Greta.
Most stories
Yeah.
argue.
Like, what do you actually want?
Yeah.
What's the? You can say all these like nice things of no borders and everyone's united, but like what?
What do you want? Yeah, good point. So, what about Loki?
I really enjoyed it.
I was really good actually. Yeah.
I thought it was awful. I didn't
No,
like
it was
it.
terrible.
Really?
I thought the
It
best
was
thing about,
bad.
best
It
thing
just
about
wasn't
Loki.
good.
Best thing about Loki was Kang. The rest of it,
I did really, really like
I
Kang.
thought, oh, he's really,
I
he was
didn't
amazing.
hate Loki. I
I thought it was
quite
just
enjoyed it.
boring.
Oh, I
didn't have a lot
liked
of
Owen
point.
Wilson.
I was
I was a big fan of Mobius. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I just kept going like round in circles. Each episode didn't really move on. I felt like I was in the same place at the start of the episode I was at the end.
I think that's the point. TVA. All goes around in a circle too.
Well, what's the point
It was
then?
just dull.
Yeah.
Quite poorly written, I thought.
I could see why you'd think that.
Episode
But
6
I liked it.
was just exposition. The whole episode was exposition, but
Yeah.
with flair.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
The first
really-
episode was just exposition as well.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it.
It was boring. Then we've got What If, which started recently.
Yeah.
One of it's interesting. The director actually said that every single actor was invited to come back.
Yeah, I saw that
For
because
What
of the Drax drama.
Yeah, to come back, and a lot of the moments just said no. Robert Downey Jr. and stuff like that. I still believe Robert Downey Jr. came back because he couldn't be, his face couldn't be in it, or he wasn't paid enough. That's what I think. Scarlett Johansson, I just believe that she's not in it now just because she again just wants, she can't be in it enough or wants to be in it more. To be honest, yeah, they're all invited back, and some people choose. And actually, the ones who didn't choose to come back sort of match their personality.
There's a lot of drama about the first episode as well, though.
What's that?
You haven't seen it here?
Mm.
You didn't see any drama?
No.
Good times. Carter,
Yeah.
apparently she's too stacked.
Oh, they didn't like a muscular woman.
She's meant to be there.
There's a big thing where they're like, we should be making strong female characters, not just making men, women, and that her animation, her body animation, they used a male. Because you know they have like stock figures.
Yeah.
They used a male body for her,
Right.
and everyone's like, I don't know what. I can't explain the drama because I don't understand the drama.
Oh, it's just so tiresome.
Apparently she
Isn't
didn't
it?
look feminine enough.
Just so tiresome. Like Steve is incredibly small, and then he gets the thing. He's massive.
Yeah,
She needs to be like that.
See, when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, that looks a bit odd." But
You get used to that.
then in my head, I went, "Oh
She's
yeah, it's
fit
meant
for
to
you.
look odd because, yeah."
yeah. And then someone put like a side by side.
Have they not seen Chris before
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
steroids?
Yeah.
Like yours?
No.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, before.
Yeah,
the
he was tiny.
Yeah, they've CGI'd him a
Yeah.
tiny chicken body.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
that.
What did you say? Put side by
They
side.
put side by side of like her when she's in normal clothes and her when she's in the cap suit, and she looks like less feminine and stuff. It's a very tight suit.
Yeah.
There's a difference between her and like, I'm gonna sound like a guy who knows no idea what he's on about now, but like a girl in like a shirt and a bra who's just normal, wearing normal clothes, and being in like a tight body armour suit.
Yeah.
That's gonna look different.
Yeah,
innit?
it's
She's
definitely-
gonna look less feminine.
Yeah. What about Hawkeye then?
I think it sounds really good.
I think so. I really want a
I
Ronin
don't
film.
care.
I think it sounds really, really good.
I think I'm kind of going into the same as Black Widow. I'm not bothered,
But I
but
wanna-
I assume it's going to be good.
I want an actual Jared Leto film where he's like Ronin in between Infinity and Endgame.
But like,
Oh,
It
no.
depends what would be in that.
I
'Cause
was-
if
I was
it's
gonna-
like Madam Hydra and
They've done Black Widow. I really want I want to see more of Jared Leto in a film.
I imagine it'll be like based off the Matt Fraction run, Hawkeye with like Kate Bishop and them like bonding and stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds really good.
I think
He's gonna die in it, ain't he? Let's be honest.
He is, yeah.
They said it's gonna be his last ever thing he does
Well, Jeremy Renner.
within the MCU.
Hopefully he does then.
So I think he's gonna die.
That's why they could do a Ronin film, right? Because it could go back like it did with.
People hated that. I don't think they'll do that again.
Oh, really?
People didn't like it being in the past, did they?
No.
They're like, it has no stakes.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest complaint I've ever heard. If you said that, you're an idiot.
Miss Marvel? I'm just
I
not
don't
interested.
care.
No, I'm
Again.
not keen on that.
Moon Knight, recently they've got leaked
Right.
photos of Moon Knight's
Yeah, I saw
thing.
that.
Apparently, no one knows if it's right or not. But,
Oscar Isaac's in it. After
I like Oscar Isaac.
years of everyone saying he was in it.
Yeah.
And they took so long to reveal that, and
Yeah,
everyone
it's,
knew he was in it.
I mean, partially, man, but I'm looking forward to it. Excited to see what's going on. It's all fun to next year as well. She-Hulk, I'm excited for that.
I'm really,
Yeah,
I
really
love She-Hulk.
cool.
Again, not bothered.
I'm really excited for She-Hulk.
Love
And then,
She-Hulk.
interesting, Secret Invasion's next year.
They said it's going to be massive.
I
We said
assume that's
before-
going to lead on from Spider-Man.
They said it's going to be
Maybe.
huge.
We said before, we don't really know how it's
Amelia
going to
Clark's in it, isn't she?
Where is she?
I thought because they revealed they were Skrulls at the end of Spider-Man that
But I thought that was what the whole next phase was going to be, but it's not.
they've said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel's going to be to do that. The Marvels is going to be to do that as well.
Yeah.
Because they set it up in WandaVision
Yeah, they did, yeah.
at the end.
Then we've got the Guardians Holiday Special, which is supposed to be massive with Guardians 3.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Then the following year,
Mm.
there's Ironheart, Armour Wars, and the Wakanda series.
Don't care.
I do. I'm buzzing for Armor Wars.
Yeah, I love
Armor
Armour
Wars sounds
Wars.
sick.
Yeah. Ironheart, don't know about that one.
We'll see. I'm
not bothered about
Wakanda.
No, so Wakanda series sounds Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how Wakanda Forever
Yeah.
goes, really.
And then they've got 9 other series which are in the works, which they haven't announced yet, which is mad. Was it 9 or was it 13? I can't remember which one now.
Well,
They're going to run out of
there's
characters.
we know there's a Loki season 2.
Yeah.
And we know there's a What If season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know about
But
that
to
now.
be fair, I think What If is going to be the longest runner of all the series because they can just
Yeah,
do
just
literally
go
what they
through
want
it,
with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Captain America 4's coming out at some point.
I don't see the point. Leave it.
Really?
Leave it
No,
alone.
I
Why?
think because
I mean, unless it's just going to be about Sam,
it will be about something, yeah.
but
Sounds
it's
cat.
But I think
still
they
going to
should
be
do-
about the redemption arc of him.
I'd
becoming-
rather the reason is,
Or him
so
trying
I'd
to
rather
prove
a
himself.
Falcon Winter Soldier season 2. That's what I'd rather.
Yeah.
But it's because not everyone has Disney Plus, so not everyone can watch it, and they want people to see Sam Wilson as Cap on the big screen.
But
I think that's always how it's going to go anyway.
but then they wouldn't
no,
have
yeah,
seen Sam become Cap. So now
But
So
no,
it doesn't
they
matter.
said that you don't need that because he was Cap at the end of Endgame.
At the end of Endgame, like that's how the series are always going to work, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're always going to be
I think it's just logistically flawed a little bit.
not at all.
I don't
They're
think
always
so.
going to be kind of meaningless
Mm.
because, like, at the end of Endgame, he got told he'd be Cap. He ended up Cap. Wanda and Vision was dead. Vision's still dead. Wanda's become Scarlet Witch. That believable anyway, isn't it? They're always going to be meaningless.
And
That's
also,
exactly
and
what we
also
said would happen.
how
in
Wanda
fact.
has finished is she's reading this book. We could just pick that up at the end of during
she's
Doctor
just there.
Strange, and
That's what used to happen
she's reading the
between
book.
films.
Yeah.
Mm.
Between films all the time, characters used to just become whatever they would needed to be.
Yeah, maybe.
Because like at the start of like Civil War and stuff, they're all part of a team and they're going to thingy and doing missions and stuff like that. But we never saw that happen. They could have easily had a
Yeah,
TV show between.
Yeah. Right. So then, outside of Marvel, some more films that are coming. Morbius.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
The trailer looks like a trailer from 2003,
Mm,
which isn't a compliment.
And I was
Like,
I want it
like
to be good.
Daredevil or Elektra or
Yeah,
something.
it
One of the
does.
real shit superhero films that can. I want it to be good
Yeah,
because I like Matt Smith.
But it's not good.
He's a villain in it.
Yeah.
Jared
Oh,
Leto's
yes, yeah.
Jared Leto's awful, can't act. He's atrocious, man. But
You're wrong.
also he lied loads, didn't he?
I
He
don't
just
know, did
the
he?
Joker thing just made him look right.
Oh,
dick.
yeah.
He said his words was that he sent used condoms to people, right?
Yeah.
And then he denied
He denied it. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And he's like, when he denied it, he was like, I don't know who made up these rumours.
Like
And then
you.
you cut to a clip of him saying it. He started the rumour. He just seems like a bit of a moron.
I think he's one of the best actors. Actually, I've very like Dallas Buyers Club, Requiem for a Dream, Chapter 13. I think that's Mr. Nobody. I think they're fantastic films.
You really like you look at your hand then. Well, that's the idea you
Yes.
got there.
Yeah. Chapter what?
Dallas, what was I saying?
Yeah, and then Aquaman Lost Kingdom.
I haven't seen Aquaman.
It's trash.
I have
Not
no-
bothered.
I have literally no
I haven't seen
interest.
all of
That skank's in it, isn't she?
Yeah,
Amber Heard.
is she in the second one? I don't think she is she? I think. Oh, I thought she
Amber
quit.
Heard
I
is.
thought she quit.
No,
Ah.
they've just kept her in it.
Well, The Flash, which is like where they're bringing.
I think I
everything.
have to watch that.
Is it Ezra Miller's?
Yeah, but it's like with
It's
all the
got
Batmans.
Batman that like ever existed.
Oh,
Like,
And Michael Keaton has come
Michael
out and
Keaton's
said
in it,
that
yeah.
he stepped back into the suit literally like 2 weeks ago and was like, it felt just right. He was like,
Like they're
it
proper
feels-
going through like
then
the
yeah,
whole,
I am excited for
the
that.
whole history of the DC.
Yeah.
They're going through all the Bat.
And
Yeah.
that makes sense with
Yeah.
the Speed Force.
'Cause it's like Flashpoint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Batman.
That
That's
looks
look forward to
good.
Batman as well.
I
yeah.
really look
Really
forward to
good.
it. I really like Matt
Have-
Reeves.
Have you
I like
seen
Matt
that
Reeves.
every time a DC puts a "the" in front of a film, it's turned out good? The Suicide Squad.
Dark Knight.
Suicide Squad?
It's cool, so
The Dark
The Dark
Knight.
Knight, yeah. That it?
The Batman. There's another one.
Well, Colin-
the Joker.
Colin Farrell, who's a very attractive man, in the Batman.
Looks like shit.
Yeah.
He's only in it for very long, is he?
Oh, is he
Apparently
not?
he's Penguin.
Oh, sad times.
Penguin's
Shazam,
on screen,
Fury of the Gods.
I ain't seen Shazam one yet.
Shazam was amazing.
I
But
told everyone Shazam
No,
was
At
good.
the
I
end-
disagree. It wasn't amazing, but it was good.
Everyone called me a
Yeah,
moron.
fine.
I
But
said Shazam looked good.
at the end of Shazam, all the other kids turn into
Yeah.
Shazams,
Yeah,
whatever. But none of them are good actors. Like big
Shazam
actors.
family, yeah.
Yeah, none of them are big or good actors.
One of them is
And
from
now-
13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, and
But
now
I'm
they're.
looking forward to seeing Black
But now
Adam.
they're in, yeah. But
Or
then they're in
Riverdale,
Fury of
he's
the
in
Gods,
Riverdale.
and I'm like, well, no, he's got all these unknown
They don't
actors.
matter,
It's just
do
like,
they?
yeah, but they weren't very good actors either. Was my point. They
Yeah.
weren't good. Black Adam, yeah.
Yeah, Black Adam's going to be in it.
Next September, Spider-Verse 2.
Oh, that,
I
yeah.
enjoyed the first
Yeah,
one.
I
I'll
enjoyed
be
the
honest.
first one's sick.
Yeah.
I think the first one's one of the most overrated superhero films of all
Oh
time.
no, I'm a
Really?
big fan, big fan.
I loved it, but a lot of people put it as the best
I don't know.
Oh no,
superhero film ever made.
it's not.
I
but
think
it's
that's a
one
bit
of.
dramatic. I think it's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Then
But
got Ironheart. No, we haven't. It's the wrong
Spoke
bit.
about
Batgirl and Justice League Dark.
are they confirmed?
Not bothered.
I don't know if they are or not.
I don't mind Justice League Dark. I'm a fan. I don't know
Justice
who they've
League
said's
one
going to
was
be in
good,
it.
wasn't it?
There's that like, I can't remember his name, like
The
Dead
Joker.
Man or something. Dead guy.
Don't know. Michael Jackson.
I don't know. I used to read a lot of DC. I don't remember. That'll be alright.
James Gunn's also said that he's been asked to do more villain-related films for DC, which is quite interesting. On to some more news. They've said that they're redeveloping the first 3 GTA games.
Oh.
Right.
Me spent hours
San
playing
Andreas.
San Andreas. Hours and hours and hours. It's got to be one of the best games ever made.
Sorry?
Made. It's just...
Not bad.
But, and to be fair,
It's better with cheats.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I looked at... You can't get cheats in games. Do they make cheats for games anymore?
They must do.
But I was actually looking at lists of top games they made, and a lot of people put GTA San Andreas in their like top 3.
Good game. We never played like the story or anything.
No. Free Guy 2, they've confirmed. Free Guy 2.
Right.
You'll be happy.
I'll see it. I will see it, to be fair. Gina Carano, she was fired from The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
She's been cast in a new Disney film. What's the point? Why would you sack her from one Disney film and cast her in another one?
No,
But it's not really... Well, it is a Disney film. It's a Fox film. But technically with Disney. I find it strange you sack her from one and then I'll let her be in the other.
That's weird.
Moon Knight costume, as I said before, supposedly. Cruella 2. Johnny Depp wins a San Sebastian Film Festival Lifetime Achievement Award. And now women are just outraged.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought most people would like support.
Yeah,
proven
but some women
multiple times
producers.
that he's
It was,
in the
it was-
right.
it was women producers who were like, "Oh, Johnny Depp."
Like, all I ever see on the internet is people
Yeah.
support Johnny Depp.
Oh, no, I
Like
agree.
all of the Pirates of the Caribbean cast,
Yeah.
when they sacked him, they went, "Why?
Yeah.
He's in the right. We absolutely believe him.
Yeah.
We know him."
But it was women producers who came out, and these women they're like produced like.
Are they
some-
American?
It was just like they produced like some real small film years ago, made like £7 in the cinema, and they're like, "Oh, we won a Lifetime Achievement Award!" Like, yeah, what have you done?
Right. Okay.
Got £7, mate.
Marlon, I find it's very strange. Marlon Wayne says that now is the right time to bring out White Chicks 2. No, he's going to make it now.
Why now?
Blackface and stuff, I imagine.
What?
Anti-blackface, is that a thing?
I guess so. I mean, I'd argue White Chicks is an awful film.
So would I, but I'd also see it if
I
they
think
had
it's a
second
work of art.
Well, it's like how he said now is the right time to bring out White Chicks 2. Like,
That's because he wants money in it.
Yeah.
He's
controversial.
He needs
maybe.
money. He just
Controversial.
needs money. That's
Yeah.
why.
Anyone see the first Sonic the Hedgehog film?
Yep.
Good.
Ben Schwartz.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah, Ben Schwartz. Yeah. Idris Elba's been cast as Knuckles.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Interesting.
Do you think they changed the design?
What would you mean?
Oh,
Do you think
what?
it was all a marketing myth?
What do you mean?
Something else?
Sorry. No, I think they changed
It is
the
a
design.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah. I think they did change the design. They did.
I can't believe they thought that
That
design
was gonna be good.
was a good idea.
It was because they made him real, didn't they? And then someone was like, "No, you want him
did,
a bit cartoon."
Did you see it?
Yeah, it was awful. But it's like the difference between King Shark in the Flash thing and then King Shark in the Suicide Squad. Like, one's obviously cartoon, one's trying to look real.
It's pretty fake to me.
They've announced that A24, the Green Knight film,
They're doing a one-day thing.
online. You can watch it
I
online
saw that.
one night only.
Really?
When is that?
I don't know.
I didn't click on the link. I saw that was a thing.
No. And Hugh Jackman, he posted, he went on holiday a couple of weeks ago, well, quite a few weeks ago now. And before he went on holiday, he retweeted 2 things. One was a picture of him and Kevin Feige, and another one of a fan-made image of him. In
Oh,
like a
yeah, and then
Wolverine
he took
costume.
it down straight away, didn't he?
Well, no. He took it down after he'd been on holiday. And by that point, people had already gone, he's in the MCU. And he's like, "Oh, I just retweeted a fan-made thing. I always do that." And also, I was with Kevin Feige. It's just a coincidence. And he's confirmed that he will never ever play Wolverine again.
Has he though?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, but has he?
Where's,
I mean, we could say but like
where's-
that's what he
where's
said.
Danny Radcliffe when you need him?
What? He's going to be Wolverine, isn't he?
That was one of the rumours.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That'd be alright.
What do you reckon? Not a good actor, is he?
Don't know. I heard he was good in Horns.
He's good in Guns
He
Akimbo as
was.
well.
I think so.
What have you seen him in?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not even things I've seen.
11 years
I
old.
hear a lot of people say that he's trash.
I've heard
He's
alright.
good in.
Yeah.
He's been good in every film outside of Harry Potter.
Yeah,
What
fair,
If?
fair.
There's a film called What If
Is there?
that he's in. I think it's called What If.
Sorry. Yeah.
Right.
He might have to be Wolverine.
Anyway.
He says he won't be Wolverine.
I'd like to say I enjoyed that, but...
We've also got a DC series out now. First episode's out now.
Is it?
Is this the week?
No, it was out 2 weeks ago. It comes out the Monday we got back from Reading.
Oh. Oh, it's about time.
Yeah. So check out that. We watch Snow White and we talk about it. It's really good though.
It's very well edited.
I enjoyed Snow White. Spoilers.
Yeah, no, it's good. So, Declan, what wine are you drinking?
This is called Most Wanted. It's Pinot Grigio. It says fizz. I assume it's fizzy. It says you're holding a can of fizzy wine. Nice. These nifty little tins are good.
Sorry.
Don't fucking talk.
Can you mind your own business, please?
These nifty little tins are good to go. Picnics, camping trips, and festivals. Or I'm not taking this really. Or when you just fancy the one glass of fizz. And they are good for the planet too. Store in a cool dark place. It's vegan friendly, aerated, semi-sparkling wine obtained by adding carbon dioxide, so it doesn't sound very environmentally friendly.
I'll put curl eyes.
Yeah, it's alright. I wouldn't go out my way to buy it, but it's not horrible.
Right, what about this, mate? This is called City of Cake, chocolate fudge cake stout.
Chocolate fudge cake stout. What?
Exactly.
It's got a coffee.
When I first owned it, I really liked it. I thought it was quite caramel, quite fudge, quite cakey. But then the further I get down here, I don't agree
It
with me.
smells like fudge and all.
You don't agree with you?
Yeah, the further I get down the glass.
I would argue it's fine.
I thought it was alright. I'd give it a 2.5.
It's not very fudgy.
No, maybe 2.75.
Oh.
Do you not like it?
Oh.
You don't taste the chocolate fudge?
The can's really nice. There's just lots of cake dressed up as gentlemen walking
That's not
around
bad.
You didn't like that?
a town, like an industrial town. I like it. Hamilton. It's milk stout. You can taste it's milk stout.
Right, anyway, it was good.
Next week is Alfie. What are you doing?
Law.
Right. And we're bringing out an extra video where we're going to eat lots of chocolate.
Oh, I'll be sick. Alfie Evans is what I'm doing next time.
He's doing
Charlie Guard.
Okay,
You
right.
did your last one about Dirty Roger?
Dirty Roger.
Elliot Rogers.
Dirty Roger.
He killed 6 people,
Exactly, Dirty
Yeah,
Roger.
Dirty Roger. Anyway, thanks for listening to this Gus podcast.
Bye!
Thank you for watching this Guzzler video.